The Rochester Philharmonic is a professional orchestra based here in Rochester, New York, in the Eastman Theater at the Eastman School of Music. A professional orchestra founded in 1922 by George Eastman. Well, the Rochester Philharmonic is a fully diversified orchestra with a broad range of programming, classical, pops, family, educational programs to serve not only the people of Rochester and the downtown area, but the broad greater Rochester region. A strong Rochester Philharmonic is great for economic development here in the center city, and it's a major asset to the students of the Eastman School of Music.
When Artistro started 7 years ago, the local area of Rochester has quite a few art shows. There's one festival after another. And one of the things that the community sort of was lacking was one that was really focused on local and up-and-coming artists. And that was really sort of the crux of this particular event.
The public market for over 100 years has been the crossroads and the meeting place of Rochester. We see it as an ideal venue for an expression of arts and culture, just as it's always been the perfect venue for all kinds of activities that bring diverse aspects of the community together like no other place in Rochester.
The Rochester Museum and Science Center is 3 floors of highly interactive components and exhibits, learning all about science and technology mostly in our region, so people become familiar with this great city's resources. We have the Strassenberg Planetarium next door, which is amazing. It's a 4-story dome, which you sit back and relax and see large format screen films of all different types, and then as well as some current event star shows. There's so much to do here that you could spend the entire day. It's great.
This is the Central Library of Rochester Monroe County. We provide Wi-Fi for our patrons, a place to go and quiet study, deeper research than you might get at some of the smaller libraries. The local history collection in this library is an excellent source for anything that you want about Rochester history. And besides books, we have an art gallery here, and we have several local artists hanging in the gallery. The library is important to the community because it is the central library. We're kind of the last place for books to go. We house a larger, deeper collection than any of the other libraries in the system. We have things that other places won't.
The George Eastman House is a National Historic Landmark, and it basically offers tours of the mansion and the garden so you can learn about George Eastman, the founder of the Eastman Kodak Company, the man that actually lived in the house, and his time period and his accomplishments. In addition to his home, we also have the International Museum of Photography and Film, which is literally a building that is adjacent, built right onto the National Historic Landmark. If you visit the George Eastman House, you learn a lot about Rochester and Rochester history, and so I think people come away with a better appreciation of the community they live in and also the man that made that possible. Plus, hopefully they enjoy a fun day in the gardens listening to music at our garden concerts, or enjoy some classical music in a living room that was designed to have classical music heard in it, things you don't do in normal museums today. And so we offer a lot of variety for people to kind of experience and just sort of relax and enjoy the experience at a museum in the afternoon.